Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Zimbabwe Science Fair 2022, where it's all about advancing science, rewarding talent since 2014. This fair recognizes and empowers Zimbabwe's most promising young scientists and engineers who are developing ideas that could solve society's grand challenges. My name is Tanaya Nomota. I am a civil engineering student at Mississippi State University in the USA. As a 2018 Zim Science Fair alumnus, I'm very honored to be hosting and the closing and award ceremony and excited to reveal the award winners later tonight. I'm sure the 60 finalists are excited too and have been waiting eagerly for this moment. I've been in your shoes back in 2018 So I know how you're feeling, and this brings back so many good memories. So do spread the word that we're live on YouTube and Facebook, and feel free to comment in the comment section throughout this event as we support our young innovators. So welcome once again, and congratulations to all the finalists. So I'll just give a brief background. Our 60 finalists were selected for 673 entries. The judges then picked the award winners from the pool of 60 finalists. We announced these awards tonight in their various categories. And now today we'll showcase the science fair highlights. So it's been a 3-day event starting on Thursday with the opening ceremony hosted by Patience Masikinye. We had welcome remarks from Zimbabwe Science Fair Director Mr. Chikundi. It was here where we also made our 60 finalists, followed by an address by Ms. Naila Molu. I hope you were as motivated and as empowered as I was by her speech. Yesterday, we had an inspiration segment from the ICF 2019 delegation. Dulcie, Chen, Vivian, Bongai, and Tanatswa did just that. They inspired us. We heard how their participation in the Zimbabwe Science Fair contributed to their success in university, employment, and networking. They had advice on research, dealing with imposter syndrome, leaving and leveraging your opportunities at the science fairs, just to name a few. So before we have the awards announcements, we have our keynote speaker, who I will introduce now, Mrs. Victory Nikabanjo. Hi, Victory.
Oh, hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm really excited to be here. Nice to meet you. Hi, everyone. My name is Victory. Yeah. Do you want me to introduce myself, or did you want to say something?
I will introduce you.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Cool.
Ms. Victory Nikabanjo is a first-year undergraduate student at MIT, born and bred in Lagos, Nigeria. Because of her passion for cutting-edge research and overlaps between computer science, biology, and engineering, Victory envisions herself in a career where she'll be able to combine these disciplines and currently serves as a senior associate in the MIT Biotech Group. Among other things, she cares a lot about education reform on the African continent, public speaking, and purposeful innovation for drastically improved human experiences. Victory is the current ambassador for SAP Africa Code Week and former ambassador of the MasterCard Foundation Learn at Home initiative. Wow, what a bio. So over to you, Victory.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that witty introduction. I do want to preface by saying that I know what it feels like to be in a competition and to be expecting results. So for every one of you that is a participant and you're looking forward to hopefully going home with the prize or just hearing what the awards, who's going to receive what award, just want you guys to know that you should calm down. Everything's going to be okay. I remember in secondary school or in high school back in Nigeria, every competition that I would go for, and like when it was like the day of announcements or it was time for announcements, my tummy would start turning. I wouldn't be able to eat anything. My hands would get sweaty. I'll just start walking up and down. And if that's you right now, that's definitely understandable. But trust me, before you know it, it's going to be over. You're just going to look back on this experience and realize how amazing it is that you are just a part of the Zimbabwe Science Fair. I'm really excited to be talking to you guys today because, first of all, Vivian Shinoda is my roommate and she participated in ISEF not too long ago. I'm sure you guys heard her speak yesterday. And she cannot shut up about the science fair. That's all she talks about every single time we're together. Yesterday, she came to me and she just kept ranting about how happy she was and how excited she was about how the science fair is growing and how you guys are doing amazing things and just the kind of people that Zimbabwe is trending out generally. I will say that I'm biased, and if I wasn't Nigerian in my other life, I'll probably be Zimbabwean because I've grown really attached to Vivian and really understood through her eyes and through her lenses what the science fair means to her, how science can just be so revolutionary in Africa and generally how as Africans we can be the ones pushing the frontiers of science and changing things generally with the amount of knowledge we're able to offer to the world. I'm going to try to keep this as casual as possible. I'm not here to try to bore you or give you a long speech, long cheesy speech, but I also do definitely have a couple of things to say. And I kind of wanted to be vulnerable, apart from telling you about how I know about the science fair and how I've gotten to learn about it through Vivian. I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about me right now at MIT. So for context, like you guys already heard, I'm currently a first-year student, so a freshman at MIT. I went to high school in Nigeria, so also did high school in Africa, just like you guys are doing. And I came here, kind of excited because I'm a STEM person. I really, really am interested, as you heard in the bio, in like biology and computational biology. So I'm especially excited about the in vitro biology award today. But I came here and oh my gosh, honestly, it's hard. It's so hard. And this is just me being as honest with you as possible. I'm not saying that MIT is an impossible place to be, but I know that many of you by this time next year might also be in schools abroad or in America or in 2 years, the next 2 years. Even if it's not in the US, maybe in the UK, maybe in Zimbabwe, you're just definitely going to go to university. And as bright as you are, as amazing as you are, I mean, you guys are 60 from over 600. That's already exceptional. So you're definitely amazing people. I just want you to know that things aren't easy when you transition from high school to university, but that doesn't mean it's going to break you, because what doesn't, like, even when you fall, nothing that doesn't kill you is going to completely dismantle you or going to completely break you down. You're always going to get back up again. And if that's not something I learned in high school, that's definitely something that even just the first month of MIT already taught me. And now in my second semester, I feel like every day I'm taking steps and just realizing more and more that I have to keep going and just have to keep getting back up. Now, honestly, I'm not trying to scare you and tell you that you shouldn't, apply to schools like MIT, or you shouldn't commit to a school like MIT. I want every single one of you to come here. Like, I love MIT so much, and I wouldn't want to be any other place but here. But as the semester kind of went on, I felt consumed by assignments, by quizzes, by exams. It became a routine where my entire life, it feels like even till now, sometimes I do feel like everything that I am striving towards is grades. And I don't really want that for my college experience. And that's the goal coming in here. In high school, it was okay to get A's, but I got here and I got my first grade below an A, far below an A. And that wasn't the first one. I'll just be as honest as possible. And I was talking to my friend the other day and I said, I don't want to consistently feel consumed by things. I want to be above them. I want to be able to take control of my life and take charge of my life, even in the midst of such a rigorously academic environment. And here I am at MIT, one of the most rigorous schools in the world. And I'm kind of I don't really want to be doing all these problem sets and the quizzes and assignments. Definitely, yes, I want to keep my grades up, but I don't want that to be the center of my education. I have 6 semesters left to go and I want to make the most of it. And I was just stuck. The year started, and I just came in with resolutions, how am I going to do things differently? The first semester was, kind of a mess where I was falling asleep in random places. I was tired, I would cry. I would cry with Vivian. If she didn't tell you, she was also crying. So, we were struggling together at least. And it was kind of nice just having her as a roommate and still having her as a roommate. So it all really affected me, and it does a lot to you, because many of you are exceptional students. So you know that when you get a bad grade, you're not happy about it. But I think MIT humbles you, or has humbled me, in the sense that it's allowed me to see things from a different perspective, where I'm not building my identity upon my academic success. In fact, now what I feel like I'm enjoying even more, or what I feel has been my hiding place, my refuge, my point of transitioning, is remembering why I wanted to come here in the first place. And coming into this year with that mindset, why did I want to come here? Because of science. And that's me tying it back to you guys, because I took this step back because MIT has a semester called IAP, Independent Activities Period. So in the month of January, I wasn't taking my full course load. Many people don't. So I was taking one class, but I also started my first ever research position. And I started working in the Weissman lab, which is a laboratory in genetics, which I get extremely excited about. I could talk about genetics all day. Vivian will testify to the fact she's always calling me the biologist, because I care about cancer research. I care about genetics. I care about the epigenome of the body. I care about gene editing. I care about adenosine. I care about, the ASTCs of genes. I care about thymine and cytosine and guanine. I care about deoxyribonucleic acid, about DNA. And it gets me really excited. And what I realized was, taking the step to start that research position, where I was getting my first exposure to hands-on science, to hands-on laboratory work, to hands-on biology, it rekindled my fire. So in secondary school, I loved reading textbooks, right, about the central dogma of biochemistry, transcription, translation. If you guys don't understand what I'm saying, sorry, biologists are too cool, so you don't really need to know. It's for the biologists in the room. But I basically would do that because we didn't have a biology laboratory. I wasn't able to use the pipettes to do anything. I wasn't able to do work with cells or culture cells or actually work with DNA in secondary school. But I would read all about it. And then I got here, I started school. I forgot the reason I came here. I was just inside and consumed by my assignments and everything. And then until I started my research position in January, literally last month. And then I started realizing how much I really love biology. Coming here has just affirmed the fact that there's just so many things I see myself doing. There's so much I want to do. There's so much research I want to pursue. The research my lab is doing is on CRISPR technology, which is on gene editing. And we're trying to make a variant of CRISPR, which is called CRISPR-off, not CRISPR-Cas9, where we're silencing the epigenome. So imagine your genes being silenced. I would be able to turn off the genes that control your eyes, not edit your gene, but turn it off in the sense that I could turn it back on. But then I could still hand down that trait where I've been able to turn off your gene to your children. And I'm not going to get into the science behind things, but I could talk about it for days because I love it so much. And my point in saying that is, no matter what happens today, no matter which prize you get, which prize you don't get, no matter how the turnout is, just remember to consistently rekindle your fire, reignite your spark, find that thing that you care about and do it. And when you get to college, don't forget it. The things that you really know that you love, the things that you're going to be writing about in your college applications, when you actually get to college, go over them again and realize, okay, this is why I came here. I didn't come here to be doing these assignments only. I didn't come here to only be trying to pass exams. I came here to get involved with the biotech space. This is me talking about myself. I came here to get involved, to talk to the professors that I've admired for years. I met one of the professors that I looked up to for so long, and I was screaming on the inside. At MIT, the world is in your palms. And it's not just at MIT, honestly. This is me being biased because that's where I go to school. But education does so much. We all know Nelson Mandela's quote about education. It's the most powerful tool you could use to change the world. But not just education, science. Science is the body of knowledge that revolutionizes everything. Look at the state of COVID-19, the fact that you're vaccinated, hopefully vaccinated, the fact that you've been able to get a vaccine in you, the fact that you're protected and your immunity against the coronavirus has been upped is because of science, is because of biologists. And it's not just biologists, obviously. It's the engineers, it's the biological engineers, it's the chemical engineers, the electrical engineers, the mechanical engineers, every single one of you. And I just don't ever want you to get to the point where you feel sorry for yourself for not attaining the life that you ever wanted. I don't want you to get to the point where you look back and think, oh, I could have done that, but I didn't because I was either too scared, too shy to consume, too overwhelmed, or too occupied with things that didn't really matter. And in attaining the life that you want, remember what shared humanity means. Remember that in the world, remember the concept of Ubuntu. I'm sure you guys know what Ubuntu is. I am because you are. Remember that in striving towards whatever it is you want to become, and striving towards changing the world using science, that you're doing it not just because of yourself, or not just for you, or not just for your achievement, or not just for your glory, but also for the people in the world who need it, for the people in the world whose lives will be changed by it, for the people in the world who will be extremely impacted by it. I admire people who see a need and just move. I don't think it makes any sense to wait until you're personally affected or until somebody you know is personally affected. I admire people and so strongly respect people who see a need and see a reason to do something and just go, just move, just get up, just do it, like Nike says. And I know I've been ranting for a while now. I'm not sure how long I've talked yet, but I really want to leave you with a couple of quotes or a couple of action points or a couple of things that have personally been on my mind. In the midst of rekindling your fire, like I said, don't do what everybody else is doing. Here at MIT, 60% of people here are computer science majors. Everybody is studying computer science. And if you are going to study computer science, that's amazing. You're going to change the world with it. But if you're not, if you really don't like coding, if you really don't like do what you feel is best for you and follow your dreams and your goals and stick on your path and run your race, because the race is not for the swift, but time and chance happens to all of us. So you're not competing with other people on the lane. That's the different thing about life, because we're so used to the Olympics and where we have like Usain Bolt, we have all of them lined up and they're running towards the finish line and one person has to win. That's not how life is. In life, you have that track, you have all those lanes, but it's just you and it's just you and it's that finish line. So like press towards that, forgetting everything that's behind you, forgetting all your losses, keep going. The amount of things I've applied for and been rejected from, like people say, oh, you're MIT, oh my gosh. But before that, I applied for so many other things I was rejected from. And even till now, I'm still getting rejected. But that's okay because I'm just going to keep getting back up. Because not that I don't have a choice, but I choose to get back up. I also want you to leave you with this quote, like you can't ever reach perfection, but you can believe in an asymptote towards which you're ceaselessly striving. Nobody's perfect, and I don't think you ever will be. Honestly, I don't believe in perfection, but I believe in the ceaseless striving towards the idea of perfection, towards the realm of perfection. Like when you think of a graph, and when you think of a graph asymptoting towards a line, it never reaches that line. It just keeps going and going and going, but it doesn't stop. It gets closer and closer and closer. Even though it never gets there, the fact that it ceaselessly strives towards reaching that line is what matters most. The fact that you're putting in that effort, the fact that like you're doing this science fair, the fact that you're going the extra mile, the fact that you are here trying to represent Zimbabwe, trying to take Zimbabwe to the frontiers of the world, that is what matters. And don't ever lose that spark. Continue to represent the smoke that thunders. Continue to remember that even when Victoria falls, you will rise, because you guys are just an amazing group of people. Coming from Southern Africa, Zimbabwe is probably my favorite country, not just because of Vivian, but because honestly, like I think you guys are genuinely amazing people. Remember who you are and stay true to who you are. Remember especially that you are a light, that you are fire, that you are powerful, that you are power, that you will shine. And no matter where you go, and as you ceaselessly strive towards the asymptote that is perfection, you're going to conquer, you're going to shine. Wherever the world takes you, you're going to represent. You're going to change the world. And it seems like such a big deal. You know, everybody's like, oh, I want to change the world. Or people are like, well, I can't really change what you can. There's nothing too big. Dream bigger, think higher, aim further. Trust me when I say that. This science fair is just a fraction of your story, just a small, although significant part of your story, but just a small portion of the bigger picture of who you're going to be, of what you're going to become. Vivian can testify to that. She loves the Zimbabwe Science Fair, but like at MIT now, MIT is also going to be a huge part of her bigger picture, but she's going to do so many more, so much, a lot of great things, a lot of bigger things, and so will you guys. And I can't wait to hear these stories about all of you, to resonate with your victories, to celebrate over what your motherland is producing, to celebrate about what our continent, about what our Africa is producing, about the things that you're doing, to read those articles, to say, oh, I know this person from the Zimbabwe Science Fair. I didn't meet them one-on-one, but I was able to give them this keynote address. And somehow, in some way, they were inspired and motivated by my story. Like, honestly, I kind of don't exactly know what I'm doing with my life, but I'm going to continue ceaselessly striving towards the asymptote that is perfection, because I know that I will conquer. And I believe that you guys can do exactly the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Victory. That was so inspirational and empowering. And thank you for your honesty and passion, and talking about always wanting to get back up again and not giving up and keeping on going and wanting to be in control of your life. I can relate to some of that. I sometimes have so many assignments and I'm like, I don't feel like I can do this, or why is everyone else getting it right and I'm not? But it's about being your biggest competition and just getting back up, finding your passion, like you said, remembering why you're doing what you're doing, because it's easier to get up in the morning and go to class when it's something you're passionate about, something that excites you. And she also talked about nobody being perfect. So even when you make mistakes, just keep going and strive for perfection, because that's as good as you can get. And you said, I am because we are, because you are. And that's a really great quote. We need to not just think about ourselves, but about the world and how we're going to help, maybe even problems that don't exist yet. So thank you for that great address.
Of course, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much. You're doing great as a host, by the way. So
thank you. All right, we'll move on to the moment we've all been waiting for. For the first time ever, 3 students are going to receive scholarships to travel to Imperial College in London for the London International Youth Science Forum. That's something to be so excited about. So without further ado, let us get into the awards, and all the best to the finalists. The first award is the VC Squared Award that is going to be presented by Vivian Chinoda. So over to her. So this award is going to Tinotenda Nashe Rupere from St. Augustine High. Tinotenda's project is Tinotenda Rupere's induced G-spot effect theorem. Well done, Tinotenda. Next is Samantha Kaseke from Queen Elizabeth High. Her project is carbon dioxide absorbent, eco-friendly, porous coordination polymer. Congratulations, Samantha. Now we move on to the bronze medals. The first medalist is Lucy Chiwaka from Oakwood Academy. Well done, Lucy. Next is Diane Mlambo from Westridge High. Congratulations, Diane. We have Asia Siol from Chisipti Senior School. Well done. Latasha Chikomo from Westridge High. Well done for your project. Charmaine Tunaro, Queen Elizabeth School. Well done. Shama Tayengwa from Queen Elizabeth School again. Well done to you. Kudzai Mangoro and Yolanda Chiwewete from USAP Community College. Congratulations to all these. Our last four are Tinowimba Nashe Chibanda from Queen Elizabeth School. Well done, Tinowimba. Princess Chiduro from Queen Elizabeth School again. Well done to you. Tinodaishe Mataka from Westridge High School. Congratulations. Kirsty Musandu from Maranatha Christian School. Congratulations, Kirsty. We move on to the silver medalists. We have Tinevimbo Musingadi from Vuku High. Congratulations. Blessings Ngube from Plumtree High. Well done, Blessings. Munashe Kagodo from Kutama College. Congratulations to you. Mutawashe Mahundi from Hillbright Science College. Congratulations. Charity Chirara from Godfrey Higgins Primary. Congratulations. And lastly, Sylvester Chibiza from Harare High. Oh, we have more. Tawana Nyasha Mupawa from Nyatsime College. Congratulations. Nyasha Gonzo from Queen Elizabeth High. Well done, Nyasha. And then we have Tapua Muvungani, Hope Madondo, and Wellington Mapise, all from Star Leadership Academy, Harare International School, and St. Faith's High. Well done to you three. Next, we have Stanley Madziire, Nyaradzo Mutiti, and Omar Chinyanga, all from St. George's College. Well done. We have Tanatswa Matonda and Tadiswa Mafara from Peterhouse Girls. Well done, girls. And lastly, Mercy Tomo from Morgan High School. Congratulations. We move on to the gold medalists. We have Adrian Machingura from Mother Touch Senior School. Well done, Adrian. We have Memory Vungo from Dominican Convent, Harare. Well done, Memory. Talent Koronga and Tawedzera Vurumuku from USAP Community College. Well done to the two of you. Praise Ndlovu from USAP Community College as well. Congratulations. Takunda Mapiro from Westridge Primary School. Congratulations. Grace Nyakarombo from First Choice Private College. Well done, Grace. Zawadi Kaunda from Westridge Primary School. Well done. So those were all our gold finalists. Well done to all of those medalists. We now move on to the awards. So we have the SAYES Finalist Award. And this is going to Abdullah Sial from Westridge Primary School. Well done. Zawadi Kaunda from Westridge Primary School as well. Tanyarazwa Sajeni from Harare High. Blessing Ngube from Plumtree High. Well done. Shama Tayengwa from Queen Elizabeth School. Well done to all of you guys. You should be so proud of yourself. And the last three are Takunda Mapiro from Westridge Primary, Panashe Muzite from Nyatsime College. Well done, Panashe. And Blossom Shinurai from Queen Elizabeth School. Congratulations. Next, we have the ESCOM Expo for Young Scientists Award. And this is going to Mutsawashe Mahundi from Hillbright Science College, Tinevimbo Musingadi from Mavuku High. Well done to the two of you. And then we have the Exceptional Genius Award. And this is going to Omar Chinyanga Nyaradzo Mutiti and Stanley Madziire from St. George's College. Well done on your great project. And the Exceptional Genius Award as well is going to Grace Nyakarombo, First Choice Private on her Waste Giza. Well done, Grace. Tumelo Mawoyo from Forward and Faith Christian College for her Le Robinet project. Well done, Tumelo. Princess Shiduro from Queen Elizabeth High School for water purification using waste material. Well done, Princess. Next is the Community Innovation Award. This is going to Praise Ndlovu from USAP Community School for the smart way of waiting for a bus. Well done, Praise. And then we have the ASM Materials Education Foundation Award. This is going to Samantha Kaseke from Queen Elizabeth High School for her carbon dioxide absorbent, eco-friendly porous coordination polymer research. Well done. We have the RICO Sustainable Development Award. That is going to Adrian Machingura. Well done from Mother Touch Senior School for a smart IoT power box. We have the USAID Science Champion Award. And this is going to Memory Vungo from Dominican Convent High for a Taipa Cattail Reed Biofuel Project. Well done, Memory. We're so proud of you. We have the Broadcom Masters International Delegate Award. And this is going to Lucy Chiwaka from Oakwood Academy for a LimX research. Well done, Lucy. We're so proud of you. We have the Regeneron ICEF Finalist Award. And this is going to Eliza Diop Ware from Harare International School for her project on diagnosing amyotrophic lateral sclerosis through machine learning biomarkers, a gradient boost-centered approach. Go and make us proud. And Tanaka Chirara from ZRP High School, well done for the Indoor Air Pollution Reduction System project. We have Ruarashe Moyo from Queen Elizabeth High School on her SARS-CoV-2 detected in sewage, a potential health risk for people in Zimbabwe. And Memory Vungo again, well done from Dominican Convent on your Taipa Cattle Reed Biofuel project. And then we have Ruarashe Matonda and Tadiswa Mafara, well done, Peter's Girls, on your Mechatronics in a Zimbabwean Girls World project. The Regeneron ICEF finalists, we have Talent Koronya and Tawedzera Vurumuku from USAP Community School for their online ID and birth certificate application system. Well done to the two of you. We have Ruarashe Mutama from Queen Elizabeth High School, extracting humic acid from banana peels to reduce the risk of salinization. Well done, Ruarashe. We have Samantha Kaseke from Queen Elizabeth High School for carbon dioxide absorbent, eco-friendly, porous coordination polymer. We have Tapiwa Muvungani, Wellington Mapise, and Hope Madondo from Star Leadership Academy, Harare International School, and St. Faith's High for Perpetual Energy Living Space. Well done to you three men. Then we have Eliza Diop Ware from Harare International School, again for a project diagnosing amyotrophic lateral sclerosis through machine learning via biomarkers, a gradient boost-centered approach project. Well done. That's great. I think that is the end of the awards. Well done to all of our winners. You have done so great and in putting the work that you've done. And congratulations to you, your families, your teachers, and for that, those who are going to represent us internationally. We wish you all the best. And we are so proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. And even if you didn't get an award, just getting to this point is such a good achievement, and I'm sure you've learned a lot from the experience, and you know what to improve on and do better on next time, and just continue dreaming and pursuing what you're passionate about. So we will have the closing remarks. So, congratulations once again to everyone and the award winners for your exceptional effort. Despite the pandemic, Zim Science Fair didn't stop. You guys never stopped working hard, and for that, we're so proud of you. And for those who qualified for international fairs, go and represent Zimbabwe, your families, and your school so well, and we'll be rooting for you. Thank you to our judges. Thank you to our volunteers, the hosts, the speakers, the parents, the director, Mr. Chikundi. Thank you. This wouldn't be possible without all of you. And thank you once again to Victory, our keynote speaker for tonight. And we will see you next year. Thank you. Have a good night.